Well, today I am, since we're a little over a week, about a week away from butchering, I had this countertop that someone had given me. It's a pretty nice countertop. I'll show you when it's all done, but I have it flipped right now. It has a sink in it. And what I'm now doing is I'm going to frame up a butchering table. So I'm doing that right now, and I'll show you as I go along how I do it. But it's a pretty good sized butchering table. It's 9.5 feet long. And so let's get started. Okay, here is where I'm at so far. What I did is I framed around the table, and then I put some braces in there to hold it, some angles, and then I just framed it, put the legs up, and then I put this middle section on just for stability. And I haven't decided yet. We're going to flip it over and see how sturdy it is. If I'm going to put another leg in the middle. I'm going to flip it over now and see if I think that's sturdy enough. If not, I'm going to have to add another leg. So I'll give you an update here in a minute. All right, so there is the finished product. I was actually thinking about putting a third leg there in the middle, but it's actually pretty sturdy, actually surprisingly sturdy. So the plan is we're going to have a couple people butchering at this table. So what I did is I have a hook here because we'll have a hose hanging here. That way each, as you're cleaning the chickens, this table will be we'll be able to rinse them off and then move on to the next one. So I kind of put that in the center there. I'm eventually going to put a hose hook to this so you'll actually be able to use this faucet. Since we'll be butchering in a week or two, I'm not going to actually do it for this round of butchering. So we'll just have the hose hanging here. But that is the butchering table. It's about 9.5 feet long. I made it 40 inches high just to have, so you're not bent over. It's a good height so you can stand pretty straight up as you butcher. Maybe if you're taller, you might have to bend, slightly, but it still will be a nice surface to cut on. But there it is, ready for action. The butchering table. Well, there's our chicken plucker. It's a star pluck, and I plugged it in so I can show you how it works. But this will be what we use to pluck the chickens. Brand new, never been used yet. And then we'll have our butchering station there, so we're getting her all set up. You can click that on. Push these buttons here. There's green and red. And that's what it does. It just spins in the bottom there. And after you scald the chicken, you throw them in there. You can do 2 at a time in here. And then my lovely assistant. So we're about ready. Family we're doing our chickens with, he is making the cones for killing, and that will be, I think he's doing a 5 or 6 cone killing cone station. So we should have this all set up and running pretty good. I'm actually excited to do it. So we will be doing a video series, actually, because I've been doing videos on the chickens and on the growth of them from chicks to out of the box to butchering. So I'll eventually put all those videos together, cut and splice, and take pieces from each one, and going to make a video series from beginning to end. And so there we are. So there is the butchering table ready to roll.